Hello guys and fellow traders, Don Rugs here from ForexPipsPlus.com. This training will be teaching you on how to use robot without using martingale functions. So remember, we have two EAs or robot, trend multiplier robot and turbo robot fabric maximizer. So now it's already 4.0. So a lot of people asking me how to use the robot without martingale function, or it is because maybe their capital allocation is less, or they're using standard account but not enough. All right, so I will be teaching you on how to use this robot, these two robots, without using martingale. On how to use it, I will be teaching you. All right, so I have here my MT4 platform. So remember to use demo account. So I will be using demo account on MT4 to use this training. All right, so from here we are using turbo robot fabric maximizer 4.0, so D1 time frame. So what I'm gonna do now is to teach you on how to use the settings without using martingale. All right, so first thing, you have to drag it if you don't have it yet. So you can drag it over here, then you have settings. All right, if you already have that particular copy, so you can just right click over here. So remember, you right click this one and properties. All right, so this is the thing that the portion that we will going to have a settings. Okay, so on your inputs function, so there is a setting. So for your trial version, if you're using trial version, there is a encrypted key here, but this is, remember, this is a lifetime copy, so it doesn't have any restriction. So it doesn't have a encrypted key needed to install. All right, so first, the rest of the settings will be the same as what it is in our default setting. Okay, so first, here is the purpose is to take out the martingale, how to use it, because some people doesn't have much money. Okay, so if you don't have enough money to run the martingale function, because martingale function, you needs a lot of leverage and you need a lot of margin. So if you don't have enough margin on your account, so you need to change the settings, tweak it a bit, and you have there. All right, so first is take out the martingale portion. Okay, so what you're gonna do now, all the settings I will be explaining you on this portion later on, this portion here, the profit trailing, but the rest will be put it as the same as default as what you have, or if you already have your profitable settings, then is it. So this is mainly for without martingale. Okay, so all right, so if you have here, you have your starting lot size, so your starting lot size will be the same. So lot started here will be the same. So it's up to you if you have big enough money, or your margin is quite big, so you can change it to 0.1 or $1 per pips. That's too high, you know. So we will just start with 0.01. all right, 0.01. Okay, so what will be the next to have it? So in order for you not to use the martingale portion, so you can put it as 1. So multiplier means you have a multiplier of 1. all right, so once you have a multiplier of 1, take profits is up to you. You can take it, maybe it depends on you. You want to make it like 10 pips, or either you wanted to put it 0 and take the profit trailing. So this profit trailing, I will be teaching you on how to use this later on. So let's say, just for example, you want, I want just 10 pips. 10 pips means when I hit my target TP, so I will get 10 pips. all right, so the next distance position, this is the portion that I don't want to use martingale. So this is the portion that the multiplier will be multiplied by how many distance you have in your position, next position that you want to put it in that particular lot size. So I just leave it like 0, right? Because I don't want multiplier. So distance, definitely the distance multiplier will be 0 also, right? So maximum per layer, so it doesn't matter, you can put it numbers, or it doesn't trigger anything. It's because of you don't have multiplier, all right? So just put it, leave it 0, or it's up to you. Okay, so remember that the multiplier or the martingale is mainly on this portion, all right? So mainly on this portion. So this is the multiplier that it multiplies your lot size and all that, all right? So next is the profit martingale. So this is a portion whereby if you make the profit, as I told you this time in my previous videos, if you can following it, this portion here is the profit martingale, all right? So profit martingale means if you will earn, or if that particular trade is going through something earning, maybe a distance about 30 pips, right? So if after 30 pips, if it earns 30 pips, so it will trigger you on the next lot size. So this portion is up to you whether because since this one is a profit martingale, so if let's say there's a profit, then you can have it with maybe lot size multiplied by 1.5, all right? So if let's say I don't want I just want the same as on the other side in martingale, so this is the portion anti-martingale, so I can leave it, maybe just put it like 1, and then my distance as well is 0. So I don't want to do any martingale. It's because of maybe my account allocation is not so big, or I have big enough money, but I don't want to trigger with any martingale. So I just want that normal trading, which is start with 0.01, then I will close it with 0.01. all right? So the rest will be the same. So remember, your next is margin level management. So your margin level management, this is the portion whereby I don't want to trade any. Oh, okay, let's say now, since you don't want to open any trade after the martingale, right? So the thing there is, if you have only one currency pair, so you have one buy and you have one sell, right? So the thing there is, if you have small enough money, you will be triggered with margin level management. So this one is up to you. Again, I know you already have this idea. So the margin level management will stop you opening new trades if you are reach this level. So if your margin level management, if your margin level is less, then it will be stuck there, all right? Oh, and wait, by the way, if you know, or maybe you're asking, how can I know where is my margin level? So to know that, I will show you where. Okay, I will just leave it is okay, all right? Means my settings is done. So your margin level will be here. So you go to your if you don't have that, you go to view, and then you go to your terminal here, and then it comes out this portion here, all right, on your MT4. So you go to trade tab, and then you can see this is your margin level over here. You see that? So this particular account that I have in my demo is about it's about 2 million percentage, all right? 2 million percent. So how much if I will open up a lot of trades, and how much will be my robot will stop opening trades? So this is just about 2,000. So we'll still have a lot of lot size that you can open up in order for you to reach 2,000. So how safe is 2,000? 2,000 is for me, I put it as a default, is because it's a minimum within minimum that you can still have a rest when the market is ups and down, all right? So this is the portion that I leave that 2,000% in my account in order for me to save my account if the market keeps dropping, all right? Or one more thing is, you are opening a lot of currency pairs, all right? So when you're opening lots of currency pairs, so if some accounts, if you have high margin, so you can add more currency pairs, all right? So this is the portion here that you can control on your margin level management. So 2000 is good enough for me. I have tried. Okay. So next thing I'm gonna to explain to you is more about the profit trailing. All right. So either you want to use your take profit here, or you can use your profit trailing. So this particular two portion here belongs to this area. All right. So this is the area that martingale portion, and this portion here is on anti-martingale. Okay. So if you put the value here, it will then if you put this one as true, so the particular setting here will be follow on what you have on a set a stop loss on anti-martingale. So this is the portion over here. All right. So let's say you are enable this, or let's say you are enable this, you put it through, so it will follow this. All right. So how to know this? All right. So this portion belongs to US dollar value. It's not a pips. Okay, this portion here is a pips value. So whenever you put like 10 pips or 10 value, so means it is 10 pips on the standard account. All right. So if you follow this, then the moment it hits the market, it hits about 10 pips, so it will just close your account. You don't have any martingale. All right. And if let's say you want to put some stop loss, the moment that I want to put stop loss, so you can multiply as like this. All right. So I have a calculator here, and then all right. So where's my calculator? Okay. So this is the calculator whereby you have to calculate in this portion here. Okay. So take profit is because that is US dollar value. So next portion is how much is your lot size. Okay, lot started per tick. So tick means in every lot size that you put in here, how much in your broker. All right. Let's say this broker that I have, if I have 0.01 lot, this is the lot size. Starting lot size is 0.01. My broker will charge me every pip is equivalent to 10 cents. All right. So it's equivalent to 10 cents. Okay, 0.10 every lot size. Okay, so that is how they charge. Some broker they will charge with 0.01, and then the price of that particular pips is also 0.01. So means if you have multiply by 10 pips, so that is your total value of 10 pips. So 10 cents. But my account, I mean my broker will charge me every 0.01 is equivalent to 10 cents. All right, that's 10 cents. Okay, so 10 cents 0.1. If I want 10 pips over here, so 10 pips multiply by 10, so I have $1. Okay, so that is the reason why $1 here in my profit start. This is $1 means I have 10 pips. If I will remove this, and then I'm going to use the trailing profit. So I know guys that you already know how to use this profit trailing, or you understand how's the concept. So means if you have $1 over here, means 10 pips, the AA or the robot will capture that particular profit and lock it. And then the moment that the market drop back, so drop back to 0.03, so you have to, means you have minus. All right. So I think I have explained this previously. So this is another video, so I explained to you very well on this. So I hope you understand this portion. So the portion is here, this particular training is mainly for how to use your without using martingale, with using that take profit. All right. So if you don't want to use this, you can put it like false. All right. So false, then you can use the take profit over here. Okay. And then some traders, they like to put they didn't want to take a lot of risk, so they wanted to put the stop loss. So the stop loss as well is equivalent to maybe equivalent to, maybe put it like 100 or no, maybe 10. Okay, right? So 10 means how much? So how much is 10? Is 10 divided by every pips is 0.10. All right, so it's 100. It's 100 pips. So means if I will reach 100 pips over here, only I will get total loss. Okay, so it will trigger my clause on all profits. So means the particular trade series of trades, it is 100 pips, so I will lose $10. All right, so if let's say $1 every profit, so yes, that is the every 10 pips is $1. If you reach 100 pips, then you have lost. And then if let's say you don't want to have a losses, so I just put it like 0, so it doesn't matter. All right. And by the way, if you want to know where I can locate my each lot size, you know, so because maybe you are not aware that your broker has it. Okay, I'm using here a Paperstone, so I have another account in Paperstone as well. So you can, in every broker, they explain to you how much their value of their pips. So you can have it here, right? See, you see that pips calculator, all right? So when you try to calculate over here, so if you're using Paperstone or any kind of account, any kind of broker, so I will show you the Paperstone. You will go through here on your accounts, and then you can go to calculator. All right, so the calculator, then after that, okay, it's just loading. So I will go to pips calculator. All right, pips calculator. Okay, so I will choose what currency pair that I have. All right, so it depends on the currency pair that you are going to use. So let's say I'm going to use Euro USD, Euro US dollar, EU. Okay, gotta find it. Okay, Euro US dollar here. Okay, here. Okay, and then currency that I want US dollar. So it's more easy to calculate. Okay, so now how much is your volume lots? So it will ask you to have a volume lots. So I will say that 0.01 is my started lot size. So remember that you have that over here, you have that here. So 0.01, this is a 0.01 here, so you can check that where is it? Okay, again, so your US dollar value, and then you have to calculate it. Okay, 0.01, do you see that? So look at this, the price value per pips that this broker has is my 0.01 is equivalent to 10 cents. All right, so 10 cents USD. If you change it to 0.1, your starting lot size, so it's $1. Yeah, correct, right? If you, it's more. Okay, so I will teach you more on let's say you want the margin. Okay, this is about margin, how much money that I'm going to use if I don't have a leverage. Okay, I will choose again Euro US dollar. I think we have a lot of trainings here, on this portion, right? So I'll give you extra portion, that extra knowledge. Okay, so volume lot size 0.01, and then I have leverage of, maybe I just put it like 1:5. This is the leverage that the company has offered. It depends on your brokerage. Okay, so 0.01 is how much the value that I'm using. Okay, you look at this. So you need, in order for you to run with 0.01 with leverage of 1:500, you need $2.37 in your account for you to in order for you to open an account and a trade. All right, so if let's say I want to save, so but if you want safer, so you calculate, you need at least how much, $11 if you are on leverage of 1.0 1:100. If you say I want 1:1 only, I want to make it very let's say, but very safe, but you need at least 1,185.60 cents for you to run with leverage of 1:1. So company is offering you this, you have to maybe I will suggest is take it leverage the most highest, but you know leverage is dual sword. So you need as well a bigger margin for you to run this. All right, so you only need 2.37. This is the leverage that we are offers by the company is very good. All right, so so you learn that particular portion, and you know how is it, and you know how is the pips calculator, margin calculator. If you want profit, is different, is very easy, because how much your profit, that's your profit. All right, so let's say your US dollar, and then you are on buy, and then your starting lot size is 0.01. Okay, and then you have maybe 0.01 open trade 0.021 again, and then since buy, this is a 0.024. how much my earnings? So it means, what is the difference? About 3 pips, right? So definitely you have $3, right? So that's it, that's how it works. All right, so it's really good earnings at that particular portion that I'm teaching you on how to calculate and how to check on your brokerage on the particular lot sizes, how much is the value per pips. So now I'm going to try these settings in our testing. All right, as in our test. All right, okay. So how to find your test strategy tester? So you can click this over here. So just click this, and then you have this here, and then you select your robot. Okay, all right, and then select your currency, and then just leave it as every tick. And then first you got to use the date. So the date you have to check the most latest one. Normally the default is very old date, so you can change this from when and to when. Okay, all right. So what is the next is visual mode. So we can tick this or untick. So we will try to see on here in the window. Okay, window of your T4. So we will put it as a visual mode. Okay, all right. So click as daily, since this is daily. Our EA is will be based the opening trades based on the signals that we have put in here, or the indicators. All right, so I know that you are downloading that, then you have to download that and paste that on the indicator mode, and then they put it as a current, the spread. Okay, all right. So next we have to do is you go and click this expert properties. So we will need to set based on what we have doing just now. So first, I think we leave it like this, because I don't want total profit. Just leave it. I want that trailing profit will be, just now is 10 pips, so I put it like $1, because I'm starting with 0.01, and then 0.3 cents is because when the moment reverse back, I will save my profit. All right. And then next is starting lot size, same. Then multiplier will be, just leave it as 1. So means, because if you leave it like 0, the EA or the robot will have an error. It's because he's calling for something. All right, so make sure. And then take profit, you can leave it like 0, is because we will be using the take profit, trailing profit here. Or either way, you can leave it this one as a false, or then you can put it this one as 10. All right, so 10 pips, it will work as a 10 pips. But here I wanted to use trailing profit, is because I wanted to save, and then I want to lock, and then if let's say the moment is still going up, I won't close my trade, but I will still going up. All right. So next is distance position. So remember that if you put it this one is 0, even in your live trading, all right, or demo trading, so the AA will have an error. So you have to put it like the value that cannot hit. All right, it won't hit. You say like 10,000 pips. It's very difficult to hit. All right, so you can leave it as long as there's a value. It's not 0, because if you put a 0, there is a error on the TP. Okay, on the AA. All right, so distance multiplier, you can leave it like 0. All right, so this one also you can leave it like 0. Also 100 also can, because it won't multiply anymore. It's because you don't have, your multiplier is only 1, but your next distance multiplier is 10,000 or 1,000. It doesn't hit at all. All right, so you can leave it like that. Okay, So next, this is your martingale portion, but this is, we are not using that. That's why we put it with 0.01, and distance is very far away. Okay, but it won't hit. It's because your it won't hit. This one is the next because you have this. You have the TP. It's very easy to clear. All right. And then next is if you want stop loss. So 10, maybe you put it like maybe that is 10 pips here. Maybe you want it like $22. All right. So it's up to you. But if you don't want to take any risk, then you can leave it like 0. It's up to you. Okay. But if you are willing to lose it, then it's okay. You can have a number here. Okay. The next on your anti-martingale or profit martingale portion or profit maximize, this is the profit maximize that we are engaged in. So your starting lot size, we're going to put it like the same as 0.01, and then multiplier will be 1. Then if you wanted to double up your lot size or open up new trade if the trend is ongoing, so you can leave it like maybe 50 pips. But let's say I don't want to have that, then you can just have about, also make sure to put these numbers. All right, make sure to put the numbers. But if you put like 10,000, it doesn't reach at all, right? It's because you have your TP here. Remember that your here the SL will be calculated as what it is here. All right. So we will use this, or you can use this as all. SL also can, never mind. You put 10 pips or leave it 0, so that if you leave it this with 0, then you are using this trailing profit over here. All right. So the rest is the same, and then we will on with this. Okay. So we will try. Click OK, and then start it. Okay, run. Then you can see over here. All right. So the A is start using now, so it's very fast. So you can see the result is already open one trade over here. So the A is getting the signal, and then he says that yeah, there is a buy trade. Okay, so that's why it opened up 1 here, 1, and then your sell trade haven't done yet. And then this is the portion that yeah, you see that the buy portion is how much is your earning so far. Okay, then this is the price that you open up. You can see that based on your result, then you can see the graph later on. All right, so start opening here, then we will see whether this trade is winning or not. So if this trade hits to 10 pips, so then it will take the price. All right, so we will wait for it whether it will close. Okay, so you can see that. So you can look at this portion over here. It's sometimes it is positive, sometimes it's negative. So you see that it's positive. So once it reached, you see that once it reached to 10, okay, you see 10 pips is $1 now. So it was closed. So means it closed, then it will reverse back with 0.3 cents. So you have 70 cents left over. So about 30 cents. So it's you have closing about 7 pips. Okay, all right, put 7 pips with 0.7 cents that you are earning. So it's very fast earning, right? So it's just 1 day you have that particular earnings. And then I think then the A will keep opening. This is the same thing. All right, so once it reaches at that particular profit, then that's it. All right. So from these settings that we have, okay, I will stop it since we already have result and it's proven that it's already working. And then I will stop it. Then make sure that this, if let's say you already have these settings and then you're comfortable with it, you can use this as a particular final settings. And then if you wanted to do something or other a strategy or different style, so you understand now how this works. So you can change different settings as what you have. Okay, so this we designed this AA, design this robot is particularly you can use it in different ways that is adjustable. It's not fixed. So most of the Asian market is a fix, but ours is we give you training, we give you ideas and how to work with, and then how to use it and how to make a settings for it. Okay, so I think that's it, and then you can start now with your settings. Okay, now if let's say you wanted to use it with long term, because visual will be very slow, all right, so you can untick this visual here. All right, so use the same settings at what you have, and then just start it. The date is the same, so just don't use the visual because it's very slow. So you can have a faster, all right, faster data that you can grab it, and then you can see that. So it start opening as the same as what you have just now, but this is just a more faster. But remember, I will tell you that this tester is just a test. It's not real. It's 100% that you can rely on. Okay, but if the purpose of this is to for you to understand the settings that you have putting in back. All right, you can see that graph over here. Okay, so you can see if you change the settings, then you can change. You can see that over here. So how much is the, if I close it, see that is correct that you have settings just now, and then it doesn't trigger is because your next trigger is very far away. So remember, so we will wait for more data, for more opening trades that we can see. So as you can see it over here, you see that you have numbers of your buy. You also have sell, right? So you can see that sell is I think it is go up is more higher than, I mean, the pips. Then it will close up with $2.4. You see that? So this is particularly for daily chart, or daily time frame is more accurate, I can say that. You see, so you have less open trades, but it is more accurate. Okay, so you also have less leftover trades. All right, so I think that's the concept, and then I hope you get it and understand. So make sure that I will stop this now, and make sure your settings, remember this, if you are setting without multiplier, or you don't want martingale, so follow these particular settings. Okay, so all right, and if you still have any inquiries or anything that you wanted to know more regarding these videos, so please let us know by sending us an email at admin@forexpipsplus.com, or Skype ID at dongrags13. So we will be replying you there, whatever your concerns on about the robot. Okay, all right, so thanks and happy trading. Good luck, and I hope you understand all these trainings, so you can start now with your settings. So thank you, thanks a lot, good day.